PM, over to you.
Well, thanks very much, Kieran, and thanks, Peter, for agreeing to this debate, and thanks to all the audience here at Wenny Leagues Club, the home of the Magpies, for joining us here today. Look, the world has thrown a lot of challenges at Australia in the last few years. We've had the COVID pandemic, followed by the biggest inflation spike since the 1980s and the biggest energy crisis since the 1970s. But what matters is how you respond. And we've responded the Australian way. Thanks to the hard work of Australians, including the people in this room, inflation is down to 2.4%. Wages are up. They've been up 5 quarters in a row, real wages. Unemployment is low at 4.1%. We've created 1 million jobs, and importantly, interest rates have started to fall. What this election is about, though, is what happens next. Whether we continue to build on those foundations with a tax cut for all 14 million Australians, strengthening Medicare, including those bulk billing rates getting up to 90%, and making sure we have urgent care clinics, free TAFE, the 20% of student debt, and making more things here in Australia through a future made in Australia. Now, you can't control everything that happens, and we know in the world it's uncertain. But I'm absolutely certain of this. Now is not the time to cut. Now is not the time to look backwards. Now is the time to look forward and seize the opportunities and build Australia's future.
Prime Minister, thank you. Mr Dutton.
Thanks very much, Kieran. Thank you, Anthony, for being here tonight. And thank you very much to the audience. I think your stories tonight will reflect the realities and the stories of millions of Australians. And it has been a tough year. A tough 3 years, in fact, for Australians. People have seen the government make mistakes, starting with the voice, and priorities that just haven't accorded with your own priorities. Almost 30,000 small businesses have gone broke, and behind each one of those stories, there is somebody who's lost their house or lost their life savings. People have gone backwards because when you go to the supermarket now, you're now paying 30% more for groceries, paying about 32% more for your electricity. And the Prime Minister promised at one of these debates at the last election that your power bills would go down by $275. Instead, they're up by $1,300. I want to provide support to Australians from the first day that we're elected, and that is through a 25 cent a litre cut to fuel, both diesel and unleaded. It'll help families, it'll help businesses, it'll help pensioners, and it will help the economy. In addition to that, we want to make sure that we can get gas for Australians so that we can fix up the energy system, which is driving up the cost of everything. And if we can do that, we can get our country back on track. That's a positive plan that I want to talk about, and I want to say thank you very much for being here tonight.
Mr Dutton, thank you very much.